Things appear to finally be looking up for the world's worst stock market, Bloomberg reports, as the biggest exodus of global funds since 2015 dissipates. Last week, foreign funds mopped up 350 million ringgit of local equities, 7 times more compared with the paltry 48.8 million in the prior week. Meanwhile, the local benchmark KLCI has rebounded by half after slipping more than 5% this year. Arica Capital CEO Danny Wong told Bloomberg it's time to buy and that he does not expect company earnings to get any worse. His firm has been buying stocks with exposure to glove makers and consumer and digital services-linked firms. Bloomberg points out that over 12.5 billion ringgit of foreign funds have flowed out of the market since the outcome of GE14. Investors are now returning after Putrajaya showed signs of easing its austerity drive and reviving mega projects. Surprise earnings and hopes of more interest rate cuts also helped. Datuk Seri Najib Razak had, via a letter addressed to the board of SRC International, made himself the company's advisor emeritus, giving him control of the 1MDB subsidiary. Former SRC International chairman Tan Sri Ismi Ismail told the KL High Court that an amendment to the firm's Memorandum of Articles of Association was made following the letter by Najib. The amendment stipulates that the Prime Minister shall be appointed and hold office as Advisor Emeritus to the company. The Advisor Emeritus shall advise the board on material matters and matters of strategic interest to Malaysia, and the board shall give due consideration to and implement any advice of the Advisor Emeritus in the best interest of the company. The government will stick to the old idea of referring to the Prime Minister's recommendation to appoint chiefs of key national bodies until parliamentary select committees are able to take over the role legally. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad says Putrajaya intends to set up these committees, but to do that, changes need to be made to some provisions in the federal constitution, and to make those changes, the government would need 2/3 majority in Dewan Rakyat, something Pakatan Harapan does not have. Since the parliamentary select committees cannot function legally yet, the key appointments would therefore be made at the discretion of the PM. Questions have been raised on the manner in which lawyer and former PKR member Latifah Koya was appointed to lead the MACC. Mahathir previously confirmed that he did not consult the cabinet for Latifah's appointment. Casino operator Donaco International, which is looking to remove the grandsons of late casino baron Tan Sri Lim Goh Tong from its board in an EGM on July 18th, has appointed a new CEO, Paul Arbuckle of Australia's Star Entertainment Group. This means Benjamin Lim's role as interim CEO and managing director has now concluded. Benjamin had stepped in after his brother Joey sought a 3-month leave of absence from his position as CEO and managing director to deal with health and personal matters. His employment was terminated in March. The brothers are the sons of Gotong's eldest son, the late Datuk Lim Tee Kiong. Malaysia Building Society Berhad, or MBSB, is undertaking an internal restructuring that will result in its wholly owned subsidiary, MBSB Bank, being the group's holding company within the next 2 years. MBSB Bank was formerly known as Asian Finance Bank. Its president and chief executive officer, Datuk Seri Ahmad Zaini Othman, says that for that to happen, MBSB still has to convert its 1 billion ringgit of conventional assets to Islamic assets, which make up about 10% to 12% of its asset portfolio. Under its business plan, he says Bank Negara is giving the group about 3 years to do so. MBSB Bank obtained its banking license to undertake Islamic banking in April last year. Once the group completes this internal restructuring, the lender will have full Sharia compliance certification.